Social ills or things that I feel like we should focus on more is like your health and well-being, because that's the first, like that should be the foundation of everything that you do. No matter what, after whatever you believe in, all of that, you should understand that the first temple is your body.
That's right.
So what you put in your body, what you do, like you are what you eat as well. And most of the ills that you see is because people are not taking care of themselves. They're not eating the right things. They're not exercising. They're not being their, they're not being their higher beings. And in order to be your higher self, you need to be looking like Jedi to a certain degree. Like you need to be on point. So that's what I feel like should be a more like it should be more focused on like your health.
On health and
well-being.
And well-being.
Yeah.
That's something that we neglect a lot. Health and well-being
100%.
is something that I think is another thing that's weaponized against us to lick us down.
100%.
So with that, I'll only add mental health as well, and well-being, spiritual health, emotional health, all of it. So yeah, the well-being basically that comes under.
The whole
and
thing, everything.
we need to really make sure that we're exploring that. We're looking after each other. There's a lot of depression in our communities, especially because of the lack of vitamin D and the grey kind of climate that we have. A lot of us are ethnically from a lot hotter, more tropical climates and whatnot, and all these things have an effect on our well-being. So one thing I would say is, if you've got someone in your family that seems a bit down, plan an activity, yeah? See the way that we all link up here on Speaker's Corner? I don't know whether you lot have any hobbies or whatever. Some of you lot might be footballers, yeah? You lot might decide, you know what, we're gonna have a little five-a-side match over there. I'd rather see that. Let's go do a five-a-side match. I can't play football, but I'll be a cheerleader for the man them, because it's cohesion and it also promotes healthy activity, yeah? When you're chilling with your friends at home and that, yeah? Not for the Muslim brothers, probably not, but for the man them, if you're doing too much sitting down, sedentary, smoking, drinking, it's all good, but what constructive stuff do you do together? What healthy stuff do you do? How do you invite your family and whatever to partake in sports and exercise? These things are so important. We put so much importance on praying and on this and going to a church service and getting to work rare. Make sure that the majority of your time spent should be on yourselves, yeah?
100%.
Keeping yourselves at optimum and keeping your loved ones and that. We need to bring back the culture of healthiness. It used to be a byproduct of us living in our indigenous environments. Yes. Now we are not in our indigenous environments. We need to actually employ that thought process on purpose, yeah? We want to feel good and be healthy, yeah? That's it, I'm going to move on. Go on, my brother.
Yeah, Charlie, my name's Charlie. I was just basically touching on from what he said, because what I wanted to talk about was mental health and how it predominantly affects black people in general, in terms of like places like Brixton. It's the highest rate of mental health in the whole of the UK.
Crazy.
So like even working there and helping people. So there's a company called, not promoting it, but a company that I've got involved in called Black Thrive, and it's predominantly being policy change. So not us taking the 100 million saying it should be spent here, it should be spent here, and talking about some of my own issues, like being a young black boy growing up in Peckham.
Hey, my brother,
on,
no Peckham Estate, that's my brother. I like this guy,
talking about stuff like trauma and some of the trauma that a lot of us see throughout our childhood and growing up. Like it might be, I'm not saying that's for everyone, someone might have seen their mum get slapped up or whatever by their dad, things like that we just push to the side, you know what I mean, and they affect you later on in life. Or even like I remember getting stabbed, like I got stabbed, I was cool, a couple of my friends, I was in the hospital, but there's not really any support. You're in there, you're on your deathbed, but you might get the bread and the police come in, they talk to you. Your friends are saying, let's do this, let's do that. You got loads of things going on, you don't know where to turn to or what to do. And there's no one there that really is there to support you. Maybe you need someone else that's been through the same thing that will come in and say, yeah, look, bruv, when you're in the hospital bed, they say, when you get out of here, let's have a chat. Yes. And I think a lot of these things come down later on in life. You push it to the back, but it manifests in other ways. It might be you wilding out on someone and you don't even know why you've got this anger in you. So I think that's a really important thing, especially with all communities, and whether you be Muslim, Christian, I think it's something, mental health, it's not really addressed and shunned upon. People say, let's just pray for him, when people actually need, it's not just about God, people actually need real help
real
with this
intervention.
Thing. Do you know what I mean? So that's just what I think is the issue.
Thank you, my brother, that's a very good issue. Yo, tall man, what you say? Now hiding at the back there. You're too tall to hide. Come say something. Can you come down every week and support the team? Yeah. Every week.
What do you have to say? Like?
Well, basically, we're talking about, we're highlighting any social issues that are dear to your heart that you feel like maybe as a community or as a circle, we should maybe be putting forward into priority status.
I think that the music that we listen to that is pushed towards a certain demographic is very like violent, very like derogatory towards women, and it's gone from like say from the 90s till now that it's seeped into us that it's like.
So what particular rock and roll artist is that's annoying you?
It's not. It's basically there's throughout all genres of music. There's been a scope of like digression in content, and it's less about the feeling and more about the doing, you know. And it's like we've gone from the emotional content of music to how the words and how it would move us to feel a positive vibration. And now it's switched to a completely negative, total.
Raven, get that brother to stop. I want him. Get him to stop. Yeah, the one that's leaving with his mistress. He's important. Sorry, my brother.
That's it.
Okay, thank you, my brother, man. Sorry for the distraction at the end, man. Who's willing to speak here? You've spoken already. Let me give this brother a chance. Let me give him a chance. We'll come back to you. Give this brother a chance. Because people have been standing there for ages, mate.
I just wanted to say, like, you know, I've seen, like, since this all started, like, this group and everything, the main concept everyone's trying to go for is, like, solution focused. Because, like, you know, many people have a problem mindset, you know, always focusing on problems.
No, we just wanted you to join the circle.
All right, okay. What do you want me to say? What do you want to talk about?
Sorry, we were meant to just bring you right here.
All right, okay.
I don't know. If we just wanted you to join the circle, when it got you, we was gonna.
You want to go now, or do you want to?
What's affecting the black,
this brother
black
was
community?
Like, he was in the middle of chatting.
Yeah, I'll be quick.
Sorry, it's not your fault. It's Alex.
Yeah, like I was saying, everyone, like, the main problem with society is everyone's problem focused. So everyone dwells on their problems, and they're not really trying to find a solution for the issues and everything like that. So I think the main, like, everyone here has got experience in life, you know, whether it be good or bad. So you can identify the issues and find out what can you do to solve those problems, you know, which affect you or people close to you or people, you know, generations that might come after you might affect them as well. So, you know, what can you do to change it so they don't have to go through the same things that you went through? So yeah, I just want to say that, like, you know, everyone, like, even me being here for, you know, I've only been here for like 20 minutes, but I've learned so much, like I said, talking about laws and knowledge and everything like that, and health. And yeah, I just want to add one point, like the brother was talking about, like, knowledge as well, because I think people fail to understand that knowledge is everywhere, and it's not only in, like, institutions or schools or libraries or whatever. It's literally even here and right now there is knowledge. You know, but you just have to, you know, listen, and you'll find it something which is relevant to you or something that you didn't know about. So yeah, I just want to say that. Like,
sick. Okay, quickly, because brother Alex went and accosted our brother over here, just because you was in the circle and you left, but I was happy you was in the circle.
Yeah.
I didn't want to, because of the demographic that you represent. So what I was asking was, what social issues are there that maybe close to your heart, or ones that you think us as a wider community should maybe push to the forefront priority-wise?
Oh dear, good question. Social issues. It's very hard for me just to specify what social issues to bring to the fore. Because what I do is I look around, and you saw me going across things. What I'm doing is listening to everybody, to everyone's views, to have an informed opinion about anything I come across. And I'm listening to, I was born around here, not too far from here. And so I've been coming here, I'm on and off for many years. And I'm seeing.
How many years roughly?
Well, I was coming as a little kid. My dad was a kid playing football here, you know, from like 3-4 years old. So I've been here a long time, a very long time, believe you me. And you know what, social issues, to me, it's more about the younger generation that I'm seeing. I mean, I'm seeing these guys here, which is great. And you can come in and express yourself without having to do it in other ways. This is a good vehicle from what I can see. It's peaceful and it's informative from what I can see here. Social issues, I think more or less I think I just get on with people. I just get on and see what's going on, and can I engage with that person? If I can't, then I'll pull back away from them. But if I can't, I'll try and find a way to engage with them. But other than the real stuff,
there's no specific issue that jumps at you as being, that affects me or my family, or I've seen it affect a lot of people in my community, or I think it's an injustice I see in a different community. Is there anything you want to highlight?
Listen, no, I see. Listen, right. The only place I can really hone in on that is, I coach football. I coach a lot of football, and I've been through all the badges, and I've seen the demographics within that environment, and I've been in, and you see what happens. People say things to you, and they don't necessarily say it directly to you, but you know where they're coming from. That they'll make a comment about something, and generally these guys are not of this popular colour, if I'm saying, in this group here, and they'll say something and they think they're being smart with it, but you see through it, you read between the lines, you know where they're coming from with it, and they'll put a sign behind them saying there's no racism in this environment, but that's just a smoke screen.
Subtle racism.
Yeah, of course it is. So, and then they'll tell you, no, we're not, because the sign says behind us we're not.
Yeah.
But I see it, and they'll say things to you, and I just get on with it. I say, right, I can see what you're doing here, and I'll play you with it. So I won't be backed off from it. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. You're trying to stop me, but I'll keep going. That's long story. But generally, I raise my kids to not have any sort of opinion on anything. Not an opinion on something, but to have an open mind on everything. That's how I am.
Cool. All right, thank you, my brother. Thank you, man.
Cheers, man.
Brother Alex.
No, I'm cool. I'm cool for now.
Was there something you want to share with us?
No, not now.
Something you want to share?
Not now. I don't want to
Share something.
Look, I'm not running.
Share it.
Let's give it time. Look, I'm 50 years older, man. I'm a big man.
So earlier, Alex, you said
No, don't do that. Just give me a chance. I will say what I want to say.
Alright, cool.
For real, I will. Good. So just pass it on.
So can I highlight?
No, rude boy, just pass it on. Good. You pass it on. So when I start, I can't stop. Pass it on.
Well, look, I believe in humanity, and I believe we all have. Look, this is proper inspiring. I've been here 6-7 times now. I feel like if one of us was to bring a friend or a family member every time, every week, I feel like, you know, you can open people's minds. You know, my pops is kind of religious, and I feel like this kind of stuff would not change his mind, but it'll give him another opinion. I think.
How you hurt your arm trying to bring someone down?
I think this is what we should do. We should be doing. We should be uplifting one another in any way we feel necessary to. I feel like. I think in this way we can move forward. Look, I'm shy in front of big crowds, but I believe this is what we should be doing.
Excellent.
As a collective.
Excellent. Thank you for that vote of confidence.
Can I say something, my dear brothers? So,
You have to speak loud.
I have to speak loud, yeah?
Loud, so we can all hear you.
My voice is not that loud, so I'm gonna have to scream. Okay then. So we talk about social issues, but I want to understand one thing before we go. So where does social issues come from? Lack of understanding sometimes, no? Lack of understanding of ourselves. What is the self? What is the self? What is it really? Everyone has issues in their life. How? Why? Really and truly. I don't understand. I want to know, please tell me, someone.
Life's a test in itself, you get me?
Exactly.
If life was an easy thing.
You don't understand.
If we didn't have to work, yeah.
Yes, the point is that
Why we black people have issues is because
Come on. Why are we black? Go on.
it don't matter about this. Yeah, go on. I want to understand. Please.
why we black people have issues in our life is because what have happened to us.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
From the days of slavery,
Yes.
that's why we've got issues.
Yes.
So we're trying to fix it and put it right.
Let me ask you a question now.
Yeah.
I agree, but...
You
what
said
does
you're
that say?
asking me a question.
Yes, but I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
But I'm also asking a question is, what about other people that were not persecuted in the same manner that the black people were?
Yeah.
And they still have issues.
Yeah, but at the moment, we are concentrating on our people. Other people is a different thing. So we're concentrating on the black people where we can put it right.
Okay.
So for us, it is better that you look after your house than you look after someone else's house.
Yes.
So
But
firstly, it's us first.
And it all
So that's
starts
what
from
we're
the
doing.
self. And my point is that it all starts from the self.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing.
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
Where have we gone here? Where have we gone here is my point.
Because
What is affecting you socially?
That's what I want to know. I want to right now.
let me come on what happened earlier on. Just like you just talking and giving your views, like we need to help ourselves first. I'm a Muslim.
It's not about you. It's got nothing to do with you.
I'm a Muslim. I'm just saying to you, we need to help ourselves first. I'm a Muslim. My brother Jedi called me and said that we're having a little gathering, black brothers trying to uplift and put things right. I'm walking across, coming to the little gathering. A Muslim brother who's not black telling me, Alex, come here.
Okay.
He's telling me, oh, don't go over there. I said, why? I said, why? And he's telling me, it's like a cult. What are you telling me? Yes. What are you telling me? I'm trying to uplift. What do you mean what? But you was the one who asked the question.
What was the question?
You said we need to help.
Story.
You just said we need to try and look within ourselves first.
My dear brother,
So that's what we are doing.
I did not come here targeting. I'm talking in general. I'm talking to different people.
All right, cool.
It was not a specific thing about black.
When you was coming over, there was another brother. Was there another brother?
Yeah, there was another black brother, another black Muslim. I call him, the guy you called earlier on, and you said to him with me, can we come together? The guy didn't turn up.
Okay.
So we need to find out why is this?
Yes,
it's because of what?
It is wrong. He has not understood certain things. And I will agree with you on that.
Okay, well, that's good.
Because understanding is not there, my dear brother. He has not
All
gone nowhere.
So while we was talking about these social issues, respect that. My brother, you want to add something quickly?
I haven't finished, you know, I just started.
Sorry, my brother.
All right, yeah, go ahead, my brother. I'm off there. Go ahead.
We can run a little debate afterwards about that whole situation, Alex.
Right, cool. Quick social issue. So I'm making a request to everybody here, and to everybody here, to everybody you know, to speak to the youngers in Southeast London, West, North, South, to put some freeze on this so-called gang violence. Youngsters getting blasted in the head, double shootings and stabbings. We need to reach out to everybody we know as a younger and really push that issue hard. Whether you call it gang violence, delinquency in groups, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And don't make the media dictate when this agenda arises. Let's keep it at the forefront. Don't wait for another youth to get killed. Let's just keep the youngers in the knowledge, and the bigger ones doing it. We got to really try and pull them out.
I really rate that. You know, they just killed my little brother in Barking. They stabbed him, and you know, like he ain't even had his funeral yet. They don't release the body to the family. And this is a young man that looked up and idolized me in a constructive way. I shouldn't even say idolize, but he did look up to me, to the things I was doing, and always used to ask for me, right, where's Jedi? Where's Jedi gonna bring some new music out? Where's this? Where at? So could you? And it took his life, and it's done. And it's not just because that's close to me that's affected me. I've got many other stories, many other testimonies about this. This ain't new, innit? But what are we doing? Yeah? I like when people leave, when we talk about the murder of black youths, but they want to ask all kinds of philosophical questions when we're dealing with our social issues. Man ain't got nothing to say, yeah? I hope everybody here has got a youngster that they can see and speak to and take off the roads at least once a week, once a month. Take him somewhere and say, yo, you see you lot come. Furthermore, you lot come, you're coming shopping with me. Take man shopping, why you lot going shopping? Talk to him. Drop some knowledge on him. Give him some money for spending time with you. Do the old uncle thing. A handshake with a fiver in. It's nothing, but just connect with these youths, innit, yeah? It don't have to be your youths. It could be someone else's youths. Some of us don't have contact with our own biological children, and we're out here preaching. That's all good. We know society's fuck up. But any youth you see that you can have contact with and give a positive influence, please do so. You see the youths at the back of the bus, smoking, swearing, shouting, making a bag of noise. I'm not saying for you to talk to them in a way where they're going to turn around and stab you up, yeah? But still, enforce boundaries, respect, remind them of the old school values that you were raised with, yeah? Snitch on that child if you see him doing something and you know his mum. Snitch on him, you get me? And save him from him doing something stupid and his little weak-heart friend snitching on him, and now he's doing 25 years in jail. You get me? So that's a very important point.
Another thing to agree with you, we need to stop having children and then being afraid of them. You brought these children into the world. Now, oh my God, I can't tell him anything. Really?
That's what I'm saying.
Really? I got a 20-year-old and an 11-year-old, and trust me, you get what I'm saying? Daddy is the world to them. Do you get what I'm saying? My word is law. Do you get what I'm saying? You can have maritime and all that. Yeah, my word
That is law.
is law.
That
Do
is
you get what
law.
I'm saying? So I control my own first. Do you get what I'm saying? So if anyone looks at me and say, oh yeah, but what about your kids? Well, my kids are at home right now, playing PlayStation 4. It's the way I raised them. Do you get what I'm saying?
But that don't stop.
She's a dancer, she's a thing. Do you get what I'm saying? My children do very well. One's at university. This is how we do. Do you get what I'm saying? But stop having kids, not taking responsibility for them, and then being afraid of them. It's wrong. We need to sort ourselves out. Do you get what I'm saying? So you people out here, stop having kids and not looking after them. That's all I got to say.
Communication.
That's true. That's true.
Excellent. Who's next in the cypher? Sistren, you've been a while.
You're hiding.
Don't run. Cause we chase. You know what I mean? If you run, we chase, sister. Come to the phone. Please speak to us. I just want to know any social issues, yeah, that you think that we should push to the forefront in terms of society or our community. Is there anything that you want to highlight? Sorry, bro.
Oh dear.
Sorry.
All right, well, greetings, fam. Put me on the spot, feeling slightly hot. But okay, in terms of issues, certainly what I want to speak about is which young people relate.
Yeah.
How young boys and girls relate, how young people relate their relationships, whether it be sexual, social, and so forth and so on. I do speak to the young people, and for myself, I don't even call myself an elder, but to them, when I'm talking to them, I feel very old.
Yeah, of course.
You understand? I feel very prudish nowadays. And I know I'm not old, and I know I'm not prudish, but speaking to the youth, I feel like, wow. So that's one of the things I want to talk about in terms of how they relate, how boys see girls, how girls see boys. You know, just the way in which they talk to each other. Yeah. I just heard you say something in terms of, what I was about to say, it comes down to about how men and female relate. So that's one of my main things, amongst other things, but certainly, because I think it starts with respect, innit? And I think for myself, the youth, there's a lack of respect between them. You understand? Yeah. Even this, hearing you talk about being on the bus and so forth, 100%. The way I hear them, more time I can look back, but you want to say something, but sometimes you're like, you know, they're a bit, you know what I mean? I got my own youth to go home to.
Like what my mum was saying about being afraid of our own children, innit?
Yeah, I'm not, yeah.
It kind of is, though, innit?
It is slightly like that, which is not
propaganda.
I ain't gonna lie, the main thing about this G-Circle for me is it's like a bat signal. It's like a, you get me? It's like a place where a man can link up, and we get to the point where we as men, I'm looking at all the men from the community, bro. We go back and we take back our communities, my G. All this talking thing and speak, like this is beautiful on a level of trying to brainstorm and get all. But bro, if we don't do some action out of it, I'm out. I'm out, because the talking thing can't change a thing.
So what's the first plan of action then?
Well,
I'm telling you the truth, it's your vibe and your energy that's got me here today.
More love,
and
more
I'm
love,
saying,
more love.
I'm liking that in 2017.
More
so
love, more love.
what are we about to do? Because I'm on it.
That's what I'm saying, innit? I'm saying the last 3 weeks, we just been analysing this G-Circle. It's been completely organic, you get me? There's no leader. Everyone here decides how this thing's running together, you get me? So the main thing I've realised is over the last 3 weeks, we've probably had about 50, 60 different individuals. So what I need to be doing, we need to be setting up some sort of WhatsApp group, one that deals with policing the police, and I believe that's an international problem. Yeah, so no matter what community you are, whether you're white, black or Asian, you get me? We should be filming police when they're doing wrong, and we should have some sort of database where we can analyse all of this and get to a saying where we're all policing our own communities. That's one stage. For black people, because we have an extra problem of self-hate amongst our community, it needs to be the black brothers, especially the ones that came from the roads, that need to get together, and once we've got 200 to 300, you get me? Then, the reason why I said black brothers first is because they had the Mothers Against Guns. And as sister said, she's got her youth to go back home to. So the sisters can't really deal with the gang thing on a level that the man them can actually deal with it. But let me tell you something.
But there's females
listen to what I'm saying. As soon as we get the 300 man, because of the way the black woman is, I'm guaranteeing you we're gonna have at least 600 black women ready to be involved. Because this problem affects them first. They care about the situation more because it's their children dying. But what I'm saying is, it's not going to be them to be able to change, not be able to change it. But I'm saying the reason why man used to have a strap is to stay alive for mummy. So mummy can't really tell me about that. But where was daddy? Where are the fathers? Where are the big brothers? Where's that side of the guidance? So we as men need to come back and take our communities back. And then, like I said, come with the sisters, and then, so that's where I want to see this going to some degree.
I need to say something about the black brothers now, yeah? We're talking about taking the community back. But firstly, we black brothers have to do, we need to look after the black sisters.
100.
Very important.
100.
The other thing is, we need to stop wearing the trousers way down below the bottom. That don't make no sense. We need to stop going into the nightclub and buy the champagne and pour it down on the floor. That don't make no sense at all, because we need to find a way to look after the kids, send them to school and educate them. Very important.
Real talk, real talk. Okay, my brother, go for it. You know what, King, was you going to say something?
No.
You've been here for a while, please add something.
Yeah, say a little something.
Please.
I agree with you. I think education is the way. I think especially for the black kids, they drop out of school too early. And we don't have fair share of governance in this country. We don't have many MPs. We don't have enough police officers. We don't have nothing. And we're not on an equilateral platform. That's where focus should be, I think. Yeah.
Let me just wait to you. Go for it.
Basically, what I want to say, yeah, it's like, if something happens tomorrow, I'm not saying I want to, if something happens tomorrow, where do we go? We ain't got no base. We need a place where we can go to, and that's the one thing for the children to go to as well, a base where we can go to, like a park or somewhere. We got nowhere to go. If we're running, we're just gonna run. We'll be scattering everywhere.
No embassy.
Yeah, we need a base, like a place where we can know we can go there and we'll be alright. We're around our people. We know I'm safe there. Because if something happens tomorrow, we got nowhere to go. We don't know what we're doing. We're confused like rabbit. You know what I'm saying? We're like gerbils at it. We need this is good talking, but we need to be a foundation right now. And know where we're heading with this. And know we can go here and we're safe. And I can speak to you on this again. No? We've got to find a base, man.
I was about to say something. What he's saying, can I say something quickly? Was he just saying it? No, he wasn't saying it quickly, but I was saying, right, about the base, right? Like, for example, where I come from, the complex right now, the complex is like, it's already sold in it to, I can't remember, Walmart or something like that, right? Okay. So now there's no base now, you understand about, so we need something because these kids are bored. Yeah. Now I'm not that old compared to, you get me, I've come from of the lifestyle or whatever, how these guys think and how these girls think. We are bored, well not me, but some of them are bored, innit? Yeah, because they've got nowhere to go, they don't want to do nothing. We could go to a party and they will actually bring something with them, and because they're bored, that's just fun to them, to shank somebody, to kill somebody or do whatever because of boredom. So we need to know how to actually get somewhere for them to come and be like, oh yeah, we can go there on a Saturday, we can go there on a Sunday, or we can go there on a Monday or Tuesday or whatever, to teach them. So we need to do a fundraising thing. I think we need to, I don't know, do a GoFundMe or something to actually buy a place. You get me, for the youth at the end of the day, so they won't be bored. I know we all come from different areas, but one day we can have like different people in different ends do something for the kids. Do you know what I mean? Because now the complex is gone, but we will build something bigger than the complex. You understand? So it'll be good.
My brother, go for it.
Cool. I think there's only three things you need. It's 3 C's: communication, culture, and consolidation. A lot of black people, the infrastructure, I think, is really wayward. They need to get a community together. They need to get a culture for that community to do, and they need to learn how to consolidate. Next thing they need to do is not fall for the division and conquer. Basically, a lot of people, it's very easy to be divided. A lot of things are coming in between the community and dividing people, whether it's between age, whether it's between sexes, between male and female. Another thing with age, the youth need to have a bridge between the elders. There's no bridge between the elders. There's youth, there's elders, and the middle people are being taken out. They're either consumed, their time's either taken up with work and jobs because they haven't got a business, or they're in some different, they've been taken out basically. A lot of them are in prison, some people are on drugs. That middle gap is being taken out. Plus the elders are also getting attacked right now in regards to health. A lot of people are going down, dying over diseases that can be cured by the way they use their diet. So that, to me personally, division, divide and conquer is taking us out, and you need to get your 3 C's on point. Communication, culture, and consolidation.
Well done, very concise. Go on, King.
Greetings, everybody here, brothers and sisters. My name's
No,
Rhodes.
brothers, are we all paying attention to what each other are saying? This is important, because we all feel like we ain't got no voice out here, and the minute we all start chatting, is that we can't even stand for an hour and listen to each other. So why is anyone else going to listen to us? Yeah, we need to listen to each other. Cool. So, sorry. Yeah. No problem, but let him stop chatting.
Greeting, my brothers and sisters. My name is Rhodes. What I'd like to say to everybody is this. I believe TV is one of the biggest social issues we've got going on in our lives. It's in all of our houses. It lies to all of us, man, woman, and children. So I believe the less of the TV we're watching and what we're putting into our brain, we can make a movement from there. Because I believe that's the biggest problem. We're watching too much lies and believing into these lies, and we don't question enough things. I think we must question everything and look into the history of everything. And I just want to leave it there.
Has everyone spoken then?
Yeah, I think we got.
No, I spoke at the beginning. I started. I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, you started it?
Yeah, we got
you started, okay.
We got full circle.
Was there something you wanted to... You
No.
never get back the mic, did you?
No, I'm all right for now.
Huh?
I'm all right for now.
All right, so, anyway, look, you want to say something? Go on, King. No, cool, I just... Put the... Get me. You know, this is my job already. My second job. Not the first time. Yeah, go on, King.
Yeah, I'm saying like one of the things is the way we've been conditioned to see each other. So someone was saying like when we leave, people are screwing each other. Like if I see a man watching me, I don't think he's screwing me. If I think he's screwing me, there's something wrong with me. So you gotta break from that conditioning. One thing that I get a stick for, but I'll say it, is that even though I know I'm a black man, I don't like them confines of being a black man put on me. So when I ask a man, tell me a stereotype of a Nigerian that will stop him getting a job, he ain't got nothing to say. When I say tell me a stereotype of a black man what will stop him get to a job, man's got a list as long as my arm. Even though I identify with every man here, because we being conditioned to identify with man, and I don't want us to stop identifying with each other, because I love each other, you get me? But internally, we got to start having them conversations that are uncomfortable. They're not easy. Yeah, you just say that joke. You got to start pulling man up on them jokes like, that's not really a joke, because you're conditioning next people's minds to think the same. So I think one thing that is, I feel like one thing that's easy is for you to change yourself easily. You get me? You ain't going out there asking for man, but if you're walking around thinking next man's screwing you, it's something that you need to sort out. Yeah, that's it.
I'm so glad that you joined the circle, Uncle Cole. We was looking for you. Sure. Yeah, just a man. But first, I'm gonna go to my brother over here. Sorry, I just wanted to get quickly, because we want to wrap this up. Any social issues that you feel like we should put at the forefront of our minds?
Well, like you said, the kids in it, the youth is what's big right now. Do you understand? This is on the first page of every newspaper or whatever, you know. Kids killing each other, youths killing each other and stuff like that, you know. Like the man said, we need to become more active in the streets as elders, you know, and trying to, you know, change these guys' mentalities and that. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what I feel that we need to do. I got two young children myself, and I don't want them to grow up in this kind of. Do you understand what I mean?
Thank you. Respect. Uncle, did you hear what the question was? Yeah, we're talking about as a collective. As you see, we got together in this circle. It's the circle of G's. Yeah. Yeah. And what we're trying to do is guide a new generation. Yeah. So what are some of the social issues, or if there's any of the social issues that you want to bring up, that we feel we should be addressing?
Family breakdown is a social issue. So brothers don't call each other, they don't meet parents and relatives. So the system in Britain is capitalist, making us running every morning, so we don't have time to meet.
Spend with your family.
In addition to our behaviors or cultures, we are being more separate. This is a big social issue. which affected my life.
Yeah, we're listening to the wisdom. Hearing this gem, yeah? Family breakdown is what he brought into the thing.
Yes.
Which, yeah?
You better get your ass on, mate. What? No, come on, man. Get your ass on, man.
Let me be an audience for
Okay.
The Maverick, Somali Maverick.
Yeah,
Are you just gonna think? Thank you, brother.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We got
Tell us about Jesus as well.
We got one more man over here, please, yeah?
Next time, yeah.
I understand. Yeah, you can come over here still, my brother.
Yes,
Come in, still dog.
So yeah, you heard what the question was, bro.
Yeah. First of all, I want to say, like, look every man in their face and say, good evening.
Good evening, my
Get
brother.
me?
Done now.
Good evening to everyone. Hope everyone is good. I'm a youth worker myself, but I'm not a legal youth worker where, like I said to my man over there, if I work in a crew, they're going to tie my hands behind my back. And certain things I know that can save a youth, they're going to prevent. So certain times you'll see me rolling with a youth and I know he's got a knife in his pocket. But my intention is at the end of this night to get that knife off this youth. Do you get me? But I'm not going to take it off him and blame him and say, give me that knife, my youth, you don't know what you're doing. But Joe, I'm going to roll with you, we're going to go through a situation and then I'm going to tell you, you're going to tell me why you don't need that knife. Intention to the youth them. Listen, I'm a man that I love money. Who don't? We're in a society where money is money now, innit? Everyone needs it. You want to live, everyone deserves to live, but your intention, don't go out with no intention to hurt nobody. You get me? That's the one thing that you're living, you can't overcome your spirit. Yeah? When you hurt, when you inflict a pain on someone, meditation, a Rasta man will tell you, man, meditate. So if you hurt a woman's child and that woman goes home and she can only hurt about you boring up her youth, Reggie, you're gonna fall off your R6, you're gonna crash up your Ferrari, you're gonna crash in a plane. You can't escape bad things. If you go out and get money and you're doing, sorry to say, if a youth selling drugs and that, yeah, if it's that, blood, he's not intentionally hurting. Everyone's got a choice to take drugs or not take drugs, but intentionally going out and stabbing up someone to take their drugs or what a man's work for, that's loose, that's long. And if we're gonna start off with real things in life and getting through to these kids is number one, don't look to hurt no man. When you don't look to hurt no one intentionally, you can't really go wrong. You get me? Be honest, be loyal, be trustworthy. If you say you're going to be there 7 o'clock, be there at bloody 7 o'clock. No excuses, principles, character, morals. Respect your women, respect them. Don't come to me with 2-pack posters on your wall talking shit about Bob Marley and them, and then you're beating women and not respecting them, fam. Do you understand? Deal with your women properly, just like how the people that you post up on your page, look up to them, because none of them ancestors there are looking at us and saying nothing but you are a waste of space, a waste of generation. If you know about time, know about generation, and know about the time we got. So I respect this brother from what I said, what the message going out to these youths, but allow it. Your brethren don't love you, go to jail, yeah? Bruv, what do? You help your mum up the stairs, you live in flats, estates, you help your mum up the stairs, 15 floors. Your brethren ain't doing that for you, fam. Your brethren ain't doing that for you, fam. Yeah, he's coming in jail, he's putting your name on a t-shirt, free gala. Who, what? What's that gonna do for my mum? What's that gonna do for my youth? What, you're gonna come down here once in 15 years, cuzzy? That's not love. Stop doing this fake love shit. Real love is like blood. I don't even think we should be rolling with this strap tonight. Fuck being a bad man. It's not a bad man thing, it's blood. Man want a life, innit? In a wall in prison, you don't get that. Yeah, you get told what to do, blood. If you've been locked up for 5 hours, you know that raw. Man can't even follow my gal. Man can't even see what going on. Man don't know nothing. Until I hear this man walking past with keys, whistling, taking a piss, provoking, man. Yeah, and when the police provoke us, blood, they're gonna win no matter what we do. We can say, suck your mother, suck your mother, suck your mother. Do you know what that does? He goes home and tells his wife in his comfortable bed what we were screaming from ourselves. I've seen it, cuzzy. It ain't no deep shit, and it makes me sick, cuz. It makes me sick. You see, I want to be proud of my skin. People make me proud of my skin, innit? I want to be in it. We can't be fools no more in this world. If we say it's chess, if we post up all this bullshit on our Insta, then be real with it. That is where it is. The society wants to kill us. They've put us amongst each other. Guns coming from somewhere, drugs coming from somewhere, and we feed into it because we need money. Because every day on Insta, someone's posting their life about their Gucci belt. So man's got to do it. Because if I don't, my girl's going to look at me like, what, you ain't got no Gucci belt, fam? Because that's how she's been tuned, fam. Conditioned, fam. You get me? So intention, blood. Intention, blood. I love everyone and I don't wish not bad on no one here, fam. You get me? I don't watch no one. This is my brand. This is my trainers. My man's rocking. You lot rock your individual things, but individual. Let our black women's hair grow as it grows. Fuck the weave, cuz. Like, let it grow. If it grows slightly left to the right, bruv, that's still sexy. Because you know what? Take away sex from your life, yeah? Bruv, you don't care what style of woman comes if you just want sex because that's nature. Stop making women pressure themselves, cuz. Real talk, blood.
Gang. Guiding the new generation, gang. That's what this circle's about as well. You get me? Because that's the bat signal. My brother sing the bat signal.
I just want to say, this is your outside voice, yeah?
Sorry, I'm not out here just with my dog in my back. I've got 12 kids over there in the park waiting for me to go train them. They've all come and chat to them. They've all come away from knife crime, gun crime and that. And that ain't me just telling them, yo, boom, put that down. I've shown them a life because I've had to come down there. I can't be in no Mercedes. My bicycle's right there. I can't preach from a Mercedes. I can't preach from a Bentley. Ask any one of my brethren, I could have had it twice over. I can't preach from that shit. Yeah, I preach on the roads. I'm out here. When you lot see me, if you're leaving this park, I'm down there with these youths here. We're out here on these bikes, and I'm occupying their time. To get me, their time's being occupied. I'm out here with my dog because she's my best friend. Because you can't trust people until people have been tuned, and my brand's tuning people right. When I know people through him, I trust them straight.
Big up.
Gang.
One thing I want to say, yeah. Do you know what was so effective about the way he spoke, yeah? Because he spoke with passion, yeah. And he spoke with his outside man voice. This is what I want to hear in the circle. We all can come. There's got to be something that we care about enough to deliver with passion, because it's only passion that's going to convince the people that you're sincere. Yeah. So let's all think about the things we are passionate about in our life, and let's start getting active about them, rather than just being these armchair viewers that can't really evoke any real emotion. That being said, I think that was the hour of power. We've gone over. I don't know if anyone else wanted to add any closing statements, i.e. Raspect. If he's not here, then I think I'm going to close it up. Is anyone that wanted to address the thing and wants... You got a voice, my sister. Is there any social issues, yeah, that you feel we should be pushing to the forefront of society before we wrap up? We'll bring the mic to you. Sorry.
If I have to say, I feel like a lot of young girls in particular, there's not enough talk about our hair and loving our hair and how to love our hair. I had an example from my mother. She had dreadlocks as well, and that taught me to love my hair. I've always had natural hair, I've never had weave or anything like that, but I feel like if it was pushed more and young girls were educated more, then it'd be easier for us to love our hair from a younger age.
Tell them. We'll talk.
Yeah. All right.
Right,
You hit that. We're done.
It's done then, yeah?
We're done.
There you go.
Big up content over everything. Like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, big up content over everything. Big up Jedi. Oh my God, Ras. All of you guys are doing it's great. And more women, come down.
Done. Big up, man. Gang. The G Circle is meant to be an hour of power, and there was so much energy going that we went way over the hour. So that's a positive thing. Yeah, big up everyone that was a part. Does anyone have any final words to interject? Yeah. So I'm just gonna leave it with like thanking everyone.
Come down next Sunday
for coming down. Yeah. Everyone who came, come bring someone. If you're watching this on content over everything, bring someone. You get me? And we're gonna build the circle. We're gonna build the circle, and everyone's voice will be heard.
What time next time?
What time? 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock G Circle. You understand? 4 the G Circle will start latest 5. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bring your friends next week. You don't know, cause we're guiding the new generation. Gang.
Right then. Boom. We are.
Boop.
Challenge.
Mad.